Welcome back, friends, and thank you for joining me on day 11 with Peak Flicks. Today we'll need your bizarre animals, your sticky notes, and a pencil. Our objective for today is that we will continue to understand that text structures impact the meaning of an informational text by reading and identifying cause or causes and their effect or effects. We're going to be talking about why things happen. Why do animals behave in a certain way or have certain adaptations? It's important to know this so that we can learn more about bizarre animals. Cause and effect is a relationship between an event or what happened because of an event. We're going to be looking for signal words such as consequently, therefore, as a result, reason why, because of, may be due to. There are other signal words or sentences where we're going to be learning about an event or behavior, an adaptation, and what happens because of it, as a result of it, or afterwards. We're going to also be asking ourselves, what is the reason for this? Why is this happening? And what happened because of it? Many times there can be many effects due to one cause or many causes and one effect. So I wanted to start by showing you on the very first page, the question asks, why are animals so weird? Many times when they're asking these questions, we're going to find out the answer, the results. And I wanted to read this very important section to you so that you understand that there is a relationship with what we're learning about the animals and why we're learning it, why animals are a certain way. Why are animals so weird? Nature can be strange, very strange. Many animals seem bizarre to us. Giraffes have long necks, elephants have huge ears and long trunks. Rhinoceros have sharp horns, and these animals aren't even the strangest. What makes some animals so weird? It's all because of evolution. Creatures need to adapt in order to survive. Some animals live in harsh places, such as the desert or deep in the ocean. Over time, they must evolve. They developed adaptations that help them survive in this wild world. These adaptations seem weird to us, but these animals couldn't live without them. So, after asking myself, why are animals so weird? What is the cause of this? It's because of evolution, because they have developed these adaptations over the course of many years. Additionally, I wanted to go back and review some of the pages we've seen in the past, such as the information about extraordinary eyes. We were learning about why these animals have such extraordinary eyes. There's a small photograph of a frog, and the caption reads, frogs have large bulging eyes on tops of their heads. They can see above the water while their bodies are still underwater. Although there are no signal words like because of, so, since, as a result, I'm still able to understand why frogs have eyes on top of their head. And the reason why, the result of this, or the effect of this is so that they can see above water. When we learn about the tarsier, we are also learning about why it makes them so bizarre. Why are they the way they are? Tarsier. They may look like aliens, but these small mammals are well adapted to live in the jungles of Southeast Asia. They are nocturnal hunters. They feed on insects and other small animals. At night, the tarsiers call back and forth to each other to defend their territory. They have huge, sensitive eyes. Each eye is as big as its brain. Each eye is as big as its brain. Those big eyes help the tarsier hunt in the dark of night. The eyes are so big that they can't move them. The tarsier must turn its head to look at something. Their ears move constantly, searching for sounds of danger. Tarsiers also have very long fingers and toes, which help them climb trees and pounce on their prey. Long tails help them keep their balance. There are many questions you can ask yourself about what makes a tarsier so unique and why they're adapted the way they are. One of the questions I had while I was reading this is, why do they call back and forth? And the reason for this, the effect of this is to defend their territory. So I used my sticky note to one, mark the cause and the effect. Mark the reason behind their adaptation. And now I would like for you to give it a try. Continue reading Bizarre Animals and identify the cause-effect relationship of the facts learned of these bizarre animals. Make sure to use sticky notes to label the cause and the effect, the reason for their adaptations or behaviors. And remember to reflect on your reading stamina and behavior and complete today's exit ticket. Get started. And now let's move on to our writing workshop. You will need your writer's notebook, a pencil, and your Bizarre Animals book. Now that we've read and identified some cause effect relationship in our Bizarre Animal book, our objective is that we will examine the reasons for or origins of animal traits by using keywords to write about the cause, reason, and the effects of our chosen animals' behaviors and adaptations. We're going to be using these signal words to share some facts about why they have adapted the way they have and why they behave the way they have. You can also share facts about why certain animals look the way they look. Before we get started with writing, I wanted to show you an example of a writing about manatees. In this manatees writing, I've selected already some of the causes and effects of what makes manatees so unique. Manatees are also known as sea cows. They are mammals that live underwater. They rise to the surface to breathe oxygen. They live in shallow water, usually less than 7 feet deep. They eat plants such as grass and algae. There are three different species of manatees. One species, called the West African manatee, lives in Africa. A second species, called the Amazonian manatee, lives in South America. The West Indian manatee lives mostly in the Caribbean and the coast of the Gulf of Mexico, but may move north during the spring and summer. It's hard for scientists to know how many West Indian manatees there are. They estimate between 2,000 to 5,000. The West Indian manatee has been listed as an endangered species. This means that the population is so low that the West Indian manatee may become extinct. Many die because of accidents with ships or other human causes, such as pollution. Federal and state laws protect manatee. Scientists are working to find ways to help the manatee survive. You can see that I've underlined but may move north during the spring and summer due to the fact that they inhabit the Gulf of Mexico and need to move for food. I've also underlined the words this means and may die as a cause and effect to what happens when they become endangered and the reason why they are endangered. And I've also underlined that federal and state laws protect the manatee because, as an effect or as a reason for them being an endangered species. Today, in your notebook, you're going to add some cause and effect. You may add sentences or you may add signal words such as because, so, since, if then, as a result, reason why, and why. I've also added other words such as so or in order to show the relationship of what happens first and then the result of it. I will begin reading the sentence that starts with the star. It is an egg laying semi aquatic mammal that looks like a cross between a duck, beaver, and an otter. It has a long, black, and rubbery bill that carries food such as shrimps, swimming beetles, bugs, tadpoles, worms, mussels, and snails. The reason they don't have teeth is because it grinds food into small pieces. It has flaps of skin that cover its eyes and nostrils that close with an airtight seal. Therefore, it can be underwater for about 2 minutes. It uses its webbed feet and leathery tail so that it can stay underwater while it hunts. In addition, it has a flat and short dark brown coat in order to stay dry while providing thermal insulation. Its claws, poisonous if they're male, are used for hunting, while its webbed feet help it stay in the water, where it spends most of its time. You can see that I've highlighted or capitalized words to show you the key vocabulary to show the cause and the effect of why these animals, or in this case, the platypus, has the adaptations that it does. And now it's your turn to try. Write 1 to 3 sentences more in each animal assigned or keywords. Share facts about the cause and effects of certain animal adaptations or relevant events. If you need to do some additional research, go ahead and do so. And remember to reread, edit, and revise your writing and complete today's exit ticket. Until next time, everyone.